Yeah.
Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and those inclined. I'm Ollie Johnson, and welcome back to Fist of the North Star Lost Paradise. How you guys doing?
I'm doing great.
Good. Rest until afternoon. God, is Kenshiro a uni student?
Pretty much. The game's there's the evidence.
Yeah.
I mean, how old is he anyway?
I think he's in his 20s.
He doesn't look like he's in his 20s.
I'm back.
Huh.
Just got to turn on the timer.
It is something worth
if
looking into.
I mean, Cloud doesn't... I mean, Cloud is understandable. I mean, he comes across as a 20s-looking guy. But Kenshiro, he looks like he's in his, like, mid to late 30s.
Yeah, this could also be the case. But he's the youngest as well. Go to the wasteland.
Hi, Dante Basco.
Honor!
Stupid man!
Dante Basco.
The guy who played Rufio in Hook.
Oh.
Yeah. He played the same character in the live-action Fist of the North Star movie.
Oh, right, yeah, I get it now, yeah. Right, I'm gonna need you guys to look out for comments, because I have no idea whether they'll show. Oh, where is that bounty? Ah, on the way to Cassandra, which is near where I'm going. What a fortuitous circumstance.
So yeah, Ollie, if you come to visit us in February, we're totally welcome it. To just understand, we have a lot of video games and not enough time.
Yeah. Well, that's if my original plan doesn't.
Well, if your original plan doesn't go through, let me know and we'll arrange. We'll arrange you coming up.
Yeah. Well, not necessarily February, but you know.
Well, any time.
There you are, you bastard.
Hey.
Your son's, I take it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Bounty located.
Yeah. No.
Stone Mountain splitting slash. Take this. Take this. Two-finger interception. Take this. Octo, fist of penitence. I'm sorry.
Hey,
Yeah. What?
don't mess with me!
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Oh, I didn't realise I'd end up back here. Oh well. $10,000 experience though. Let's see what other bounties there are. Someone attempted to assassinate Jacre with a crossbow. The watchmen are already searching for the perpetrator's whereabouts, but details of the perp's identity are few.
Time to take out the trash.
Uh,
You were already dead. Yes.
Hey,
right. Okay. Well,
don't mess with me!
Yes.
Good.
alright, let's save the bounty hunting until after the main story.
Mm-hmm. Because you aim to finish it.
Good.
Yeah.
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 Ugh. Right, let's go back to the wasteland. Watcha!
Ken!
Dante Bosco. Boil dripping beef fart sniffing bubble butt.
Oh, I should have fueled up. Oh well. There will be a chance. Oh no.
Oh no, the Ned's got you. The Neds are gonna rumble. The Neds are gonna rumble tonight.
Yeah.
The fucking needs.
You what, mate?
Octo, Hordebreaker strike! Octo, merciful execution! What? My arms!
The fuck did you do to me?
I'm sorry!
Well, at least I'm not wearing tracksuits.
That is
Yeah.
true.
Oh, stop touching me, you gay. Oh, fucking head.
Huh. This is... I mean, it's such an idea as is Yakuza and Fist of the North Star, isn't it?
It is.
Oh,
Like-
did you get that Kiryu costume?
No, I didn't. It's not free anymore.
Oh.
Although apparently, I don't know if this is true in English, but in Japanese, they give it Kiryu's voice.
Nice.
Apparently, the voice of Kenshiro in this game is the same guy as voices Kiryu anyway. So,
Huh.
in the Japanese version, of course. But why don't they dub Yakuza? They should. Mind you, dubbing all the karaoke songs and everything as well.
I think because of the
I guess that-
situation, because of the fact that when it was first released on the PS2, it didn't do as well as, you know, Sega would like it to do. I mean, let's face it, as Jim has said before, Yakuza 0 would prove that Sega knows its shit when it wants to.
Yeah.
I mean, they did get an impressive cast for the dubbed voices in the first game.
Yeah. It's just a shame it didn't do as well as
mean-
it deserved to.
Yeah. I mean, Mark Hamill as Majima.
Mark Hamill doesn't remember that.
That's weird.
It's
Yeah.
because, I mean, the thing is though, Yakuza didn't do as well as it should have because Sega just didn't sell it. They didn't market it. They didn't tell people about it. You can't just
I mean,
throw a game out there and hope that people find it.
that is true.
They even had guys like Michael Madsen in there as well.
Was Yakuza 2 dubbed with
No.
the No.
No.
Oh no. Higher level Neds. They'll take slightly longer to deal with. More time than I consider them worth taking.
What? What?
Okay,
come here,
mate.
Fuck off, mate, I said.
I'll kill you. I'll be your opponent.
Oh, more bloody nads. Holy smack.
Hordebreaker strike.
No, I won't fucking go away until you play some begging fools.
Take ass. Where'd he go? What? Twin execution.
You know there are people who still subscribe to that whole girls can't play games thing? My sister told me, like, in her first year of uni, right? She went to this party and they were playing a racing game, I think it was Gran Turismo or something. And she said, "Can I have a go?" And they scoffed at her saying, "What, you?" And then she was doing better than they were. I mean, she grew up with me, she knows how to play games. And then,
Yeah, I should
well,
hope she does.
she opens a can with one hand while making a turn on a corner with the other, and with the controller in the other hand, and everyone's really impressed. And it's like, oh.
I'll be right back, just getting my dinner.
Alright.
Ah, you're that guy from when we invaded Eden.
Tokyo Kenshiro is here to see him.
You out of your mind? Kyoto's busy resting in the back. Though, if you want to see him that badly, I can bring him your head.
No,
I'm
you
not here to
can't.
fight. Let me meet with him. And no one has to die.
Well, you can't say he didn't warn
Guy
them.
just won't shut up. What?
That's true.
You know what? I'm gonna give these guys a treat. I'm gonna let them see my power.
Merciful execution.
Right after I effortlessly kill these two. Bloody hell, just the force of being near me when I transformed killed a couple of... Oh god, he's already dead. Look at his health bar.
Octo, 100 Fist Rush.
You're already dead.
Eight pains, 9 health. Pains, 9 health.
Well, this isn't even my full power. I've still got Muso Tensei in my back pocket.
Yes, I'm gonna keep ripping on loot boxes because fuck 'em.
Yeah. Do you know what some people call them?
What?
What?
Capitalism.
Well,
The
yeah.
thing is, we've already established that video games do not need to cost as much as they do at this point, because the entire point of them going open world and everything was apparently to save money to begin with.
Yeah.
And you know that whole thing. So technically they shouldn't still cost the amount they do. And the whole we need to keep monetizing them and doing things like that in order to continue making them is bullshit. I mean, keep in mind, remember when they were still saying that single player games were dead,
Merciful execution.
Yeah.
harboring that nobody wants to play single player games anymore.
They said the same about survival horror. Basically anything but shooters.
Yeah, anything but shooters were dead. People wanted to play online all the time and wanted some kind of internet connectivity with everything, which is of course why people want certain old games.
Octo, crucifying strike.
I mean, for fuck's sake, I don't play. I think I've only ever played one game online effectively,
Take this.
and even then, that was one round of WWE 12.
Octo, merciful execution.
My arm's stuck! No! No! Move it! What?
come on, why do the thing? Oh, for God's sake.
You know, it says it speaks volumes when they admit that when EA admit that loot boxes won't damage their earnings.
They're honest to their shareholders, because those are the real customers.
Yeah. It's not about making money, it's about making all the money.
Yeah.
And the problem with them, with the constant trying to improve every year, is eventually you're going to run into what they're running into now, where they cannot, they've reached a target that's unobtainable. And they'll still continue to, you know, they'll still continue to say, oh, well, we have to, well, we, you know, no one wants this, no one wants, you know, these kind of video games anymore.
Games are too expensive to make.
Yes, yes. Yeah, that's why games like that Hellblade did ridiculously well. Why
Yeah.
Spider-Man...
I'm so happy that Hellblade did as well as it did, because it deserved to.
Oh, and
It
also,
was
let's not forget Skyrim. As much as everybody fucking hates Skyrim constantly being remade and everything, keep in mind it is probably one of the most...
There's a reason it does get constantly re-released, it's because that motherfucker sells.
Well, yeah, I mean, by their logic, no one should like Skyrim. Skyrim should fail completely and not exist because nobody wants it. I mean, hell, doing what they think should work for Skyrim is kind of part of why Fallout 76 has failed, you know, among other things.
Yeah, Bethesda have really dropped the ball lately.
Dropped the ball. They've thrown the goddamn ball down a well. And claim someone else dropped it.
Are you going to pick up that? You're not seriously going to eat that savoury jerky that you just picked up off the floor, are you, Ken? Well, mind you, I suppose in post-apocalypse you get used to not being picky.
If you're in the post-apocalypse, there isn't a Warburton's to buy bread from.
Oh, zombies.
Oh god, zombies.
Take your shot.
The cancer of video games.
Well, they're more like the herpes of video games.
Evil can get away with it because, you know, that's kind of their thing.
Well, the zombies are the whole point of Resident Evil.
So it's okay.
Yeah.
Good, as long as we're establishing that. I still love their defense of, remember when Resident Evil was in all that shit because of Resident Evil 5, because they decided it was racist, and then the best defense someone had, because they said, oh, you can tell no black people worked on it. Of course they didn't. It's from Japan, where like 98% of the population are Japanese. There's a very low chance of non-Japanese people working on the game.
Yeah. Oh, that reminds me for some reason. George R.R. Martin responded to white saviour criticisms for that one scene in Game of Thrones where Daenerys is made basically the saviour of a bunch of slaves which were people of colour. Right? And he said, well, that's not how he wrote it in his books. The slavery he depicts in the books is much like the Roman era of slavery, where basically anyone could be a slave. Slaves are basically just people who lost wars or people who were too poor to live otherwise. And as for the TV show doing it the way they did, that was a practicality of running a TV show, because that scene was shot in Morocco. And like, how that works is if you need that many extras, you put out a call for extras where you're shooting, because you can't fly that many extras over to wherever. That's just not going to work. It's too expensive. So if you put out a casting call for extras in Morocco, lo and behold, Moroccans are going to show up. Also a really big fan of South Park, Zach.
Well, that actually explains a lot.
And he also saw what they did with him.
Right.
Yeah. He said, I thought they were pretty gentle with me, to be fair. When you look at stuff they did to other people, like Mel Gibson and Barbra Streisand, I think I got off light.
Yeah.
Is what he said.
Well, I think on the Resident Evil 5 thing, you know why it never went that much further than, you know, them making a few comments and nothing being done about it?
What? Why?
Because Capcom's response was, if you are saying that we're racist because Chris, who is a white American, is shooting Africans in Africa, why didn't you get upset when Leon, who was an American government agent, was shooting Spanish peasants?
Well, because they're not brown.
Yeah, that was basically the argument. It's because it's simply, you know, because is it because, you know, they're not brown? Was basically it. Nothing more was said of it because their argument was, of course, he's having a go at us for not having black people working on the game in a Japanese company, in a Japanese country where there are very few non-Japanese people at all, because, you know, the population is over 90% Japanese. There's a very small percentage going to have anyone else.
Oh wait,
there.
yeah, I leveled up, didn't I? Let's
Yeah.
do something with that.
Yeah, and then saying that, you know, Resident Evil 5... I mean, don't get me wrong, Resident Evil 5 had its problems, a lot of problems, but how it handles race relations is not one of them.
You know what? Sod it!
What the... Dildo?
Oh, that's overkill, Ken.
I couldn't even put news reports up because it was too pictures from the news up because it was too violent. For this show where I sometimes go around with a giant dildo baseball bat or have sex with dogs while wearing a mask is apparently okay, but people on fire is wrong. Is too damn much.
Let's see you suffer.
Come at me.
Eight pains, nine hells. Stone Mountain splitting slash. Hordebreaker strike. Take this. Exploding five-finger strike. Merciful execution.
God. There's a picture of Donald Trump where he's been redone to be one of the villains from Spawn, and it's horribly appropriate.
You mean the clown?
Yeah, he's been dressed up as clown. With a Confederate flag t-shirt, a Soviet Union shirt, and carrying gasoline while burning down the White House. Oh God! Deputy Tory Mayor, it's an old newspaper thing. The best thing for disabled children is the guillotine.
Is that what he said?
Yeah, that's apparently what he said at one point. They said at one point years ago. Let's see. Deputy Tory Mayor, retired GP Owen Lister. The best thing for the disabled children is the guillotine. The Tory Deputy Minister has sparked outrage for calling for disabled kids to be guillotines to avoid wasting cash on their care. Oh God. Oh yeah, I was going to tag you in a in a thing for Scotland because they announced a few things of what's going to happen. They basically said, they were saying that Nicola needs to do something about, what's going on with the independence thing. Because, as usual, you've got the Tories saying there is no public demand for it, despite the fact there's a poll saying 80% of people want an independence referendum to just leave to leave England, the United Kingdom. And she said that yes, something is going to be happening. Something is going to be happening in the coming weeks. Dear Theresa May, you survived tonight because you bribed the DUP with our money, and over 100 of your own Tory MPs are scared of bringing you down in case they lose their own seat in the general election. The reality is neither the Commons nor the country has any confidence. Scottish Labour spent £2.5 million fighting equal pay claims in Glasgow by female council workers over 10 years. The SNP fished it over 2 years.
Want to see something terrifying?
What?
I just sent it.
We've come a long way. Oh God. Oh yeah, someone tried to mentally assess Chris Chan today. They were coming up with why he's doing the things he's doing at the moment, and honestly, it's not anything you wouldn't have already figured out, but they're trying to put that he's either he either thinks it's real, because he's insane. It either is, or it is real, and we're just completely ignorant, or he's just really, 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 really fucking ill, and he's been convinced that because there's apparently this very specific mental disorder where you create personalities and experiences and then believe they're real. Or like you create alternative personalities which don't remember doing them. Which is what they think Sonichu is. He's basically Chris's imaginary friend that he thinks is real now.
I'll say.
Well, yeah, again, just talking to it in the office, in Mary Lee Walsh's office.
Yeah. Before giving her a nice big cursey hammy-hammy-ha.
Oh yeah, can't forget the Cursier Hameha.
Yeah.
Hokuto Iron Palm Blast. Oh my god, I got Key Blasts. I am having that. And I can upgrade it now because I've got 2 Mind Orbs.
Upgrade it.
Oh, this is gonna be fun. Fuck yes, Key Blasts. Oh, time for the boss fight. This'll be a good way to test it out.
Ah, victims.
It's about time, Kenshiro.
Nadai. Kisana told me everything I need to know. We don't have much time. You have to come back to Eden.
It shall come.
You just shot off my shoulder pad.
What do you think you're doing?
Dick.
That was my best top, damn it.
That's my best top, damn it.
Die.
After you.
I don't know why, I was thinking of League of Gentlemen Season 3 the other day for reasons,
Yeah.
I think. I was
Oh
like,
my
remember that one with that weird guy who's clearly mentally ill and thinks he's built Kit from Knight Rider? I was thinking of Chris Chan with that very thing.
Actually, how do you do the key blast thing? I never checked that out. Let's see. It was this one. Hold R2 while in burst mode. Okay.
I'm just laughing because he brings that little kid along and they get tied up and left in a burning building. Clearly fucked up. And the kid's response is just, oh, fuck.
Here I go.
That's Chris Chan. He'll try and like do something like, these people need to be stopped. Come on, Sonichu, and he'll drag that kid that he's been smoking weed with around along with him, and he'll get beaten
Well,
up.
that was quick.
Building.
I don't think he actually hit me.
Targa.
Well then, he's not.
Did he
Then he
hit
wasn't worth the shit on his shoe.
Terribly sorry, but he's not here. What did you say?
Oh yeah, I did comment on the
Lord
Capcom's
Nadai's already
Facebook
gone
thing
to Sphere
that
City
when they announced on
to stop
Onimusha
missile
today on one of their new posts and did comment with ooh a liver.
You want to
Ooh, a liver!
and stop
I
the
thought I
missiles
might as
landing.
well.
But I'm afraid Lord Nadai has other plans. Unlike you, he's looking to kill that girl. So I'm here to buy him some time. Don't you
Weird
see
specifically
you've played
fact,
right
weirdly
into my
specific video
master's
game
hands.
fact. Mortal Kombat 2 became the first video game to make more money than a Hollywood
So,
movie.
You better get going before you run out of time.
Mortal Kombat 2 made $50 million in its first week, more than the first week domestic grosses of movies like Forrest Gump and The Lion King.
You've got to stop judging products by how much money they make.
Hey, I'm not
I mean-
saying that. Hey, Ollie, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that The Lion King is shit.
No, I mean, it's a flaw of entertainment that they judge success based on, well, they judge how good something was based on how well it did at the box office.
Box office that really shouldn't have even been made in the first place.
Yeah.
Like
In terms of
Braveheart.
movie releases,
Look,
week
Jack and
1
Jill-
is how good
Yeah.
the marketing was. Week 2 is how good the movie was. Like, because a lot of people went to see Batman v Superman week 1. No one went back for week 2.
Mm-hmm.
So, week 1 for marketing, week 2 for movie quality.
Remember when After Earth was so bad of a movie that people were actually going out of their way to tell people to not go see it?
I mean, Black Panther did so well that it was still in cinemas when Infinity War came out.
I couldn't believe that.
The showcase in Leicester, which was my go-to, I've never taken you there, have I, Sam? We must go.
The only place you've taken me to when we were ever in Leicester was Menkind and to Yo Sushi.
You say that like it's a bad thing.
You never take me on dates anymore.
Well, well, come to this country and I will.
Oh yeah, it's always going to be on your terms, isn't it? This is why this relationship is failing. You're failures, admit. But in all seriousness, no, I haven't been to that cinema, no.
Yeah. Well, the director's
But, yeah,
hall has basically, it's a cinema screen with armchairs and they'll bring food and booze into you if you want.
That is awesome.
Yeah. Well, food and any kind of drink.
Yeah, not specific. It doesn't have to be booze. I think you should maybe specify that.
Yeah. I mean, the only time I've had alcohol in there is when I went to see the latest Pirates of the Caribbean. I figured it would
you
make
probably
it more
need-
fun. It was surprisingly not terrible. I mean, it wasn't good, but it wasn't terrible. Like, there is one role I think Johnny Depp would be good for, but other than that, I could quite happily never see him again.
I think we've gotten to the point where I'm done seeing certain celebrities, well, certain people in films, full stop, we need a break from them kind of thing. You know when extra credits thought that what Sonic really needed was to just go away for a while and give us a chance to miss him?
Yeah.
I think people, I mean, look at Jack Black. For a while, I needed him to just go away for a very long time and just stop being in things.
And then he did, and now he's in Kung Fu Panda, which was really good.
And Johnny Depp needs to just fuck off for a long time because he's become typecast. I know the joke for a very long time was that Elijah Wood was typecast for the rest of his career. Because
Well, Elijah Wood went from Lord of the Rings to Happy Feet. Come on, show a little sympathy.
He was a kid actor.
What?
And he was a
The point
kid
is-
actor.
Well, yeah, but the point is, he was typecast as Frodo, and you know it's difficult to break out of a role that big. It's kind of like how Daniel Radcliffe had to break out of being Harry Potter for so long.
He did so quite well,
He did.
I thought.
Yes, I think he's but then I also think he's one of the only big three characters that wasn't a douche novel.
Well, I've heard that Rupert Grint is nice. In fact, do you know what he did with his Harry Potter money, or is doing? Like,
He spent it all on an ice cream van.
I don't know if he's spent it all, but yeah, he bought an ice cream van, but because he's not licensed to sell ice cream, he just gives it away.
Ah. You know who my
And it's
favourite
like,
black?
that's
you know who
awesome.
my favourite black celebrity will always be, no matter what.
Who?
Morgan Freeman, as cliche as it is one of the most progressive and most wonderful black actors in the world.
Yeah.
Look, I mean, this is a guy who literally got rid of most of his land, the land he lives on. They assume the worst when people have a different opinion. But they never question Morgan Freeman because while he disagrees with them completely, they can't argue with him.
Yeah.
I mean, you've seen his speech, haven't you?
What, the Black History Month thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen it. I don't feel qualified to opine, but
Well, I can see it from his point of view,
yeah.
saying that relegating it to 1 month
Is Nadal
when it's
not here?
actual history kind
Yeah.
of makes it a problem
is coming.
because he's in
He's
his
going to
word
enter
in his
Sphere
mind
City and
it
kill
is
Yuria to
it is
stop the missile launch.
specifically history. I mean, yes, there is technically a White History Month. It's literally called European
Tell me, Kisana,
something European
is he
Month.
not here?
But no one makes a big deal out of it. But
No.
when anyone else but Morgan Freeman questions it, they're like, "Oh, I get it. You just don't want, you just don't want Black History Month to exist at all because you think black people shouldn't exist." Like, that's not what people are saying at all. It's like what they're
And if he
thinking,
aims
what
to
Morgan
open the
Freeman
doors,
is saying.
He will act at night.
Because Morgan Freeman is probably the wisest human being on the
He will have
planet.
more freedom to
Probably.
hide,
Oh,
and he
okay,
can
maybe
raise the
I've
crowd of the
been brought in by
nightclub
his
covered in wool.
somber tones.
So he's
I mean,
got
that
to
guy
be
could
in
become,
town somewhere.
you know, an evil emperor like Palpatine, and I'd probably follow him.
Got it.
Mm-mm.
I'll go look for Nadai around.
You've got to give in to the dark side.
Please be careful. And Kenshiro.
Now, what you
I
need
know
to
my
do
father
right
will
there
do
is you need to
whatever
pick
it
up your
takes to get into
lightsaber
Sphere
and you need to
City.
make the choice.
If
You need to
oppose
think
him,
whether you
he
need
will
to
not
cut
hesitate.
Theresa May's head off. Yes,
Be
you'll be
ready
seen
for
as a bit.
anything.
It could be seen as an evil thing.
Right.
But think about it. By destroying her, you'd be destroying a bigger evil.
Every
Anyway,
time I bring someone to the dark side, I earn a freckle.
Ding. Oh, this guy could convince me to stab my mom and make it seem like it was the right decision. Yeah, but I wouldn't have the moral questioning because Morgan Freeman said it was okay, so it's fine. Hell, he could convince Ollie to. He could probably tell Ollie to legally change his name to the Grand Poobah. I'd give him a convincing argument, and no matter how ludicrous and stupid the reasoning would be, Ollie would probably go, "Okay, I'll do it." I must use this power responsibly. Now, if you don't mind, I'm gonna go over and visit Stevie Wonder and dress him up like Coco the Clown. PCP!
PCP!
Oh god, the PCP.
You know, I wouldn't mind seeing Johnny Depp as Frankenfurter. Granted, he won't be as good as Tim Curry.
I was going to say I wouldn't mind seeing him as, if they remade Oliver Twist as the Fagin.
He's a little young to be Fagin.
You know what? Yeah, I liked Johnny Depp as Willy Wonka, oddly enough. Even though I still prefer Gene Wilder.
The
You like the
film
mod?
overall, like, I've not even seen the original, but
You haven't seen the original?
no.
So you've
It's
just
one of
been
the
quoting
greats.
parts from it.
Sorry.
So you've just been quoting parts from the original, and you've never seen it.
No, never have.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I understand you've got a backlog of movies you haven't watched, but
Yep, that's
I mean,
one of them.
Liz doesn't like the new one at all, the old one at all. Oh yeah, she doesn't like Gene Wilder.
Why not?
Why?
I don't. She said yeah. Get this. She thinks he's the creepy one, not Johnny Depp, who looks like a paedophile in the new one.
He looks like Michael Jackson.
He looks like Michael Jackson. So hanging around Uncle Lumpers makes you look like Michael Jackson. Got it. Oh, it's original. And he's been struck by cardiac arrest. I think me and Ollie took bets on his death at one point. I think Ollie called me and said, Michael Jackson's going into hospital, and I went, I bet you 10 quid he dies.
I don't remember that. But
Yeah, we were going. Oh, I bet he doesn't survive the night, and then he actually did die. Now, I'm not saying we have Chris Chan style powers where someone dies and then we just go, wow, so much power. Oh yeah, Chris thought he could do that at one point. He thought someone killed himself because he couldn't read his Sonichu comic, so he thought he had this power to kill people. Oh, the Miyamoto saga.
Are you the Mario that plays fair, or are you the Bowser / Cooper who cheats and lies?
Yeah, oh yes, remember how he tried to get, you know, make it sound like Nintendo somehow owed him because his dad invented certain things, and therefore that may have meant that his dad may have helped create the NES in some capacity. Because, you know, him and Barbara love to hang on to Bob the Beard.
Well, gotta say this about Bob. Those are some pretty good achievements.
Oh yeah, the fact that Bob invented the things that he did is amazing, but, you know, they've milked his accomplishments. I mean, again, look at the father call and look at how he kept on about what his dad did, and then they had to keep saying to him, yeah, but that's what your father did. That's not what you've done. What have you done? Living with your parents. You're 30.
Got it.
Got it. I could crush you with my pinky.
You're a maggot.
You say to me, maggots? He's just talking down to me like I'm a child. You are a child to him.
He's older than you.
Well, I've got to give you credit, Chris. Thank you for getting my daughter back with that other Chris. Liquid Chris. Your personal favorite.
Hey, baby. Who you talking to? Let me see. Hello? Hello? Hey, wait a minute. Is this who I think it is?
Yeah, it is.
Mr. Ian Brandon Anderson, what are you talking? What doing talking to Casey?
I am not Ian Brandon Anderson. Stop.
Yes, you are.
Ian Brandon Anderson.
You're a fat waste of life. Not to mention he's fat and ugly.
Context for Ollie. Chris had this whole thing where he thought someone was impersonating him, so the person who was parodying him then claims to be the real Chris. And then claims that the real Chris was fake and called Ian Brandon Anderson. Which was based on a license plate that he had, so every time they kept referring to him as Ian Brandon Anderson, he got really fucking angry. And then they had like all these duels online, you know, Solid Chris versus Liquid Chris in loads of contests, which Liquid Chris always won. And then Chris Chan's only defense was he can't be the real Chris Chan because everybody hates Chris Chan and people love him.
Christian Weston Chandler is my God-given name by God, Jesus, and the bear.
Oh God, yeah, God, Jesus, and the bear. I forgot about the bear. That he has no idea that God and Jesus are two separate beings, so he thinks they're like some kind of conjoined fetus, man. And the bear.
Leonard Bernstein.
Stein.
So much bloody run around.
Ow!
God, Jesus, and the bear.
Hello, what's your name? Christopher. Sorry, Christian.
Ready to stop Kyo-Oh, aren't you?
You're beyond words now.
Bone Demolisher!
Jolie.
Oh God, the Jews.
Hey Ivy, I'm making this video for you.
Oh God. Yeah, when he does that, now that I think about it, he sounds like that one Tiger Woods joke woman from South Park. Hey motherfucker, I never should have married you. You're overreacting, you fat Swedish cow. Go ahead, take some vitamins, Tiger. Oh, if EA had made the golf games like that, I think they would have sold gangbusters. Ken Lowlife fights Lowlives with Saiyan armor shoulder pads.
Sorry?
That's right, Salary.
Oh, Sam's here. Why can't I see the comments on the damn thing?
Because you're forever cursed to be separate. Oh. Oh, but seriously, I don't know.
Alright guys, bye guys. Oh, don't go.
Oh. Bye, Zamzam.
Bye, Zammykins.
We're just gonna keep coming up with different names for Zamory.
Yeah.
Zamzam.
I'm sick of seeing
Zamaroo.
Zamarachi.
Zamzam Salabim.
Sim Sim Salabim. Oh God! I think it reminds me of that thing where that guy called to try and kill Johnny Landon. Did you get heart for a Haji from Johnny Quest? And they called that Indian and, hello, I want to speak to that cocksucking fuck Johnny Landon. How many 7-Elevens do you own? I do not own a 7-Eleven. Now, come on, guy, calm down. We loved you in 40-Year-Old Virgin. Where you were giving all that advice about the disgusting sex moves. Listen, you stupid piece of fuck.
Piece of... You should mix up your swear words. Call someone a piece of fuck.
Absolutely, you should. Oh yeah, piece of fuck, shitload of fuck. Cock juggling thunder cunt. So, new Ghostbusters is coming out. That's a thing.
Huh.
Nice.
Never seen a Ghostbusters movie in my life.
I've seen the first one. Pretty good.
I've seen all of them so far.
Da, 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 da. I mean, I grew up with the real Ghostbusters cartoon. Not that other Ghostbusters thing that Chris liked.
Right,
Let's
it would
go.
seem...
Ghostbusters, let's go.
There is one more opportunity to save the game, and then home stretch for the story.
Names, you've got Zamtastic names you all got for me. Ah, Zamcha. She's basically
Oh,
Yamcha,
don't
but
be
she's
mean.
Zamory.
How dare you! I will fight you for her honour, Sam.
Bring it.
I'll come up to Scotland, and I'm going to bring that sword you gave me, and we're going to have a duel.
Oh, fine, I'll bring my Boken.
Zamichu.
Why not combine it with it? I mean, Chris Chan did Rose Chew. Sonichu?
Whoa.
Zamcha. Oh. Planet Zam.
Planet Zamek.
Zam, I am.
Yeah, I've moved. Yeah, I remember. I've moved the tools that were on the table. Yeah.
Right. It would
I think I'm
appear,
gonna-
and I'm going to save here just in case. It would
Would you-
appear that this is the last chance to save and do side quests before the end of the game. So I'm going to save here.
Zamshiro.
Is
Zamek. Zimbabwe.
Zimbabwe?
What? No, it isn't. That's Zimbabwe.
It's a
Zanzibar. Zanzibar land.
Zanzibar land. Oh, great. You know that means, Ollie, we've now got to somehow turn her into a country and then fighting her on a minefield. Somehow we've got to install a minefield in a country that we steal.
Right, and name after Zambia. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, we've got to find a country.
Fight barehanded in a minefield.
And I've got to have a code name of Fox, and you've got to be Snake, and most of your equipment's got to be on fire.
What does that make me?
Alright. Oh no! Right, it has blocked. It has blocked the scene. I think it might have blocked the rest of the game. Right. What? Ah, yes. What? Armadale. Ah, yes. Oh. Okay. Well, while I finish this, hello and welcome to the first impromptu edition of the Ollie Games podcast. I'm here with Sam and Ian. You don't need video for that. I'm here with Sam and Ian. How you doing? So, what's happening in the world of wrestling right now, guys? Ah. Yeah. 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 Right. Well, Vince McMahon, I think, well, WWE in general have been used to being the only serious game in town and the biggest platform in the business for so long that now that they might not be in a year or so, they don't know what to do. Oh, what does Vince care? He doesn't even want to do it anymore. Right. Oh. There's just been a plot twist. I mean, why bother blocking the scenes? They're going to end up on YouTube anyway. I mean, yeah. Too many cooks. What? When? Sorry, repeat that? What? Oh, right. Right. And stick him with the bill. Right. Huh. Right. So when is AEW starting and how can we watch it? Any new comments, by the way? Yeah. You kidding me? The entire last level's blocked as well. Fucking hell. Yeah. What? Huh. Huh. For the watch. Uh. Bobby Lashley's the Intercontinental Champion. Well, at least it's around someone they might do something with. Them feuding over it was probably good, though. Right, that's worrying. Yeah. Well, I say this sincerely. When I saw Roman's speech announcing when he had to forfeit the title because of his leukemia, that speech got him over more than anything he did over the last few years. No, he is. It's just them writing him in some. He is capable, just not as they write him. Not as they book him. Like, I do feel for Roman Reigns to a point, because he is better than they let him be. He's not as good as they want him to be, but he's better than they're letting him be. He's a good mid-card level. Oh, I've got an ability. Huh. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I wonder why he would have said that. Yeah. Huh. Yes, I remember. Huh. Yeah. Huh. Oh. Okay, so Sam, how do you feel having finished Onimusha Warlords in under 3 hours? Well, under 2.5 hours if you want to take the total playtime. Well, I mean, the time, if you subtract the time that you died, I mean. Yeah. The last level in this is a lengthy sort of gauntlet thing that I struggled with last time because I didn't take any recovery items. But now that I'm a higher level and regain 3% health every time I use a secret technique, I have recovery items. I don't find myself needing them. Well, that was an interesting experience. Huh. I am sad that I missed it when it was new. 2001, that was a long time ago. That is an 18-year-old game now. Ah, okay. Well, oh, I leveled up again a while back. Here. Right. Right. What? Oh God, that's tragic. That is unfortunate. Oh, cool. Right. Oh, I'm fighting the final boss right now. I decided to go burst mode from the start, just to see if he could survive one. Nope, he couldn't. He did not survive for long enough for my burst gauge to go down. I wish that there was a way to bypass the blocks. Right. There are certain things I'm curious about that I might do, like as just sort of privately recorded videos, as in like a manga mode boss rush kind of thing. See how strong they actually are. Right. Huh. Yeah. Yeah. I kind of think from a Twitch idea, it's not like we don't have enough material. I mean, I've been streaming on this channel for a couple of years now, isn't it? Or at least one. And at least 2 more on my old channel. Well, my main channel. I still use that channel. Finn. Right, okay. Should be unblocking any second now. Upgrade to 2 million IDL. Cool. Create game clear data that can be used in modes after all elements will say, but when game clear data. I'll save over the old clear data. I mean, the only thing that's changed is he's stronger. He's disproportionately less stronger than he would have been, though, because I got to like level 43 or so. Oh, and we're back. I got to like level 43 or so at the end of the first run, and like I'm just 10 levels up at the end of the second one. Right, well, I think we are coming up to the 2-hour mark. I apologise for the scene being blocked. That wasn't my call. I wonder if we can see it on... Oh, I've got a blocked scene again. So I assume the scene would be blocked too. Roam the world freely independent of the main story. Right. Does that, or do I need to do that, like, from the game? Well, at any rate, we're coming up to the 2-hour mark. We should probably call it here.
Yeah.
So, guys, how can the internet find more of you and what you do?
Me on Murasaki's Pits, where you will find where I've just done Onimusha, but you can also find me doing Resident Evil next Friday, and other bits in between to try and, you know, fill the void.
Yeah.
And you'll find me at Within the Grey Walls, where I'll be doing some Spider-Man DLC, and hopefully soon, Life is Strange Season 2.
Cool, cool. And I don't know what I'm gonna do next, but I'm sure it's gonna be fun. So, whatever that happens to be, we'll see you guys next time. Bye.